Black Ops 6 Season 1 Reloaded is looking amazing so far. Treyarch just released this blog post which has all kinds of new information about upcoming maps, guns, the new zombies map, some pretty crazy events and skins coming to the game, as well as a pretty controversial change that we have to talk about. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy this video and you want to see all of the Season 1 Reloaded stuff when it comes out, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. The first thing you guys need to know is when is Season 1 Reloaded starting for Black Ops 6? It's going to be starting December 5th. At first, I thought it was just going to be the new zombies map, Citadelle de Morts music, because it does seem kind of early to drop Season 1 Reloaded, especially since Season 1 kind of just came out and we still have roughly 2 months or so of the battle pass. But as we go through the Season 1 Reloaded patch notes, we'll see if this content is going to be able to hold us over for roughly 2 months or so. But here's the overall Black Ops 6 Season 1 Reloaded roadmap. We can see the different maps coming to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We got some stuff for Warzone, a ton of stuff for zombies for sure. We also have the rest of the weapons coming to Season 1, and I'll be providing you guys a full explanation of how you're going to get access to those and how you're going to unlock those guns. There's also a ton of LTMs and different events happening during CODMIS as well, and there's even going to be a Squid Game 2 event coming later to Black Ops 6, which just sounds insane. But what's not listed anywhere here on the Season 1 Reloaded roadmap is a pretty big change to XP in the game. But we'll get into that in a bit. Now, even though Black Ops 6 Season 1 Reloaded is mostly focused on zombies, and we will be covering some of that stuff, I do want to start this video off by talking about what's new for multiplayer, since that is what I mostly play. First off, let's talk about the maps. We're going to be getting a remaster of Hacienda at the start of Season 1 Reloaded. You guys might remember this map from Black Ops 4. I know that I certainly do, even though it wasn't my favorite Call of Duty game. I will admit that Hacienda is a pretty good map, and I think this is a map that's much needed for Black Ops 6's multiplayer. But next up, we have a new map called Rackets. This one's going to be available to play in 2v2 gunfight as well as 6v6, most likely in the Face-Off Mosh Pit playlist. If you guys played the Black Ops 6 campaign, this location is going to look pretty familiar, and overall, it is going to be a pretty small map. And then lastly, we have Nuketown Holiday, which is going to be a variant of Nuketown. They're saying here that you can get into snowball fights, and apparently you will be able to pick up snow on the map and throw it at people and kill them, so that should be pretty fun. But one thing that I noticed in the blog is that there's not any mention of a different Easter egg for this holiday version of Nuketown, and I didn't see any updates on whether or not there's going to be an Easter egg on the map Warhead, which they said that there is, but I don't know if anyone has actually discovered that quite yet, or if it's even in Black Ops 6 right now. But as far as it goes for game modes, there is going to be an LTM, and it's going to be a variation of the Ransack game mode, and they're calling it Ransnack. It says trade gold for sweets in this festive LTM that challenges teams to gather and deposit the most cookies. Grab cookies from the rotating crate, fallen operators, and by breaching the enemy's cookie box and taking the goods back to your own. In honor of the season of giving, your operator also earns buffs for depositing cookies, including a speed boost, faster reload, and faster health regen. The first team to reach the score limit or have the best score when the time limit expires wins. It does sound kind of goofy at first because it's like we're all just fighting over cookies, but the fact that they're adding in kind of like the cranked speed buff bonuses and stuff, it could make the game mode a little bit more interesting and fun. But later in the season, there's going to be a variation of Infected called Infectious Holiday. It says even the undead are getting into the holiday spirit as zombies and fallen operators don festive clothing in this festive twist on the fan favorite Infected mode. When playing either of these LTMs on Nuketown Holiday, look for snow piled around the map that you can pick up and throw at enemies for a one-shot elimination. So yes, you will be able to pick up snow and you can throw snowballs at people and kill them on Nuketown Holiday, which is pretty sick. There is going to be a new perk coming to Black Ops 6 that you unlock from the Merry Mayhem event called Shrapnel Radar. It's going to be in perk slot 3 and it's for recon. I've covered this before, but just to reiterate, blast damage dealt from AoE, lethals, tacticals, and field upgrades mark the injured target on your minimap. Not the craziest perk, but it is going to be new. But this new wild card coming to the game could be pretty huge, and it's unlocked during mid-season, which is kind of confusing because this is Season 1 Reloaded, but it's the new wild card called
I don't need to die, bitch, I'm so
High Roller. Equip a 4th score streak for use in core 6v6 multiplayer matches, pairs well with Assassin, Dispatcher, and Bankroll. Now, I think the last time that we talked about this, people were mentioning that we had this in Advanced Warfare as well, where you could have a 4th score streak. This could potentially be insane for stacking some absolutely ridiculous streaks in the game. You could run UAV, counter UAV, and the Harp, and you could use all of that to help you earn the Chopper Gunner or the Dreadnought in the game, which would be absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how this wild card is going to change up the gameplay in Black Ops 6. There is some stuff for Warzone, and I'll try to go through it quick because I don't really play a ton of Warzone. They're going to be adding Warzone BR ranked play, so if you're into playing ranked on Warzone, it's going to be here. And I think that's pretty much it, except for an LTM that's coming to the game called Holiday Rush, as well as Sleigh Ride Resurgence. It says enter Area 99, newly outfitted with Deck the Halls, trees, and snowball coolers. Get right to the point with access to high-tier loot, along with a smaller gas circle and faster transitions between collapses. And then for Sleigh Ride Resurgence, it says Undead Santa has hijacked the train, tossed deadly snowballs, captured trees, hunt reindeer, and battle for control of Santa's sleigh ride. Last team standing wins. And then lastly, there's going to be a new perk called Reflexes for slot 1, and it's going to be a Season 1 Reloaded reward. It says rush enemy positions with without getting caught in a trap. With this perk equipped, triggered explosives detonate on a delay when sprinting past them, which I think is pretty similar to the shadow perk that was added into Black Ops 6's multiplayer. But let's talk about the brand new zombies map, Citadelle de Morts.
I think that's how you say it.
They just released this gameplay trailer, and I'll have that playing in the background while we also talk about some of the information. Weaver, Gray, Carver, and Maya will be returning as the main crew for the map, and Sam, Peck, Ravenov, Strauss, and Raptor 1 will also be part of the map as well. In my opinion, Treyarch is kind of oversharing information about the backstory of the Citadel itself, as well as these little locations from the map. I'm not going to go super in depth on that, but I do want to talk about the new enemy that's going to be a part of this map, which is called the Doppelgast, which this thing looks insane. It says roughly translated as double horror from the original German and Old English respectively. These tormented ghouls are pale imitations of something that looks human, but most certainly isn't. Not least because the entity sports two screaming skulls, rotting flesh stretched across each of them, seared into a sinewy and pockmarked torso of pallid gray skin, tendrils, and protruding entrails.
Yummy.
Serving as the next stage in the evolutionary chain of dark aether metamorphosis, Doppelgasts are violent and display erratic and unsettling movement, as if each head is independently fighting for control of its body. Sounds like a Dodrio. It lurches, randomly knots itself up to perform fast and unexpected maneuvers, and tends to outrun its lesser brethren using its powerful elongated feet. Oh, this thing looks so unsettling, man. I can't wait. Oh, this map's gonna be so sick. Interestingly enough, it looks like they're also gonna be spawning in vermin, parasites, and amalgams as well. And Citadel, from what I've seen so far, is looking like a pretty close quarters, like, I guess more narrow map design, so it could get a little claustrophobic, and I think it's gonna be a pretty intense and maybe even more difficult map, which should be a lot of fun, and it should be a pretty good challenge. And the new wonder weapon for Citadel is the Bastard Swords, which is basically the elemental swords, as you can see here from this picture. They look so sick, dude. They also shared this image, which gives us a better look at the 4 different swords. We have the Caliburn, the Durandal, Balmung, and Salai, I think. Hopefully I pronunciated those pretty good. The Caliburn is Dragon's Fire. It creates a fiery maelstrom of burning undead flesh, setting zombies alight and summoning an immense fireball. Durandal is Stag of the Storms. Summon thunderous power from the skies, discharging voltaic power to stun and stagger. Before an electrical beam, it serves up a severe searing. Balmung is Raven's Shadow. Cast your rotting foes into the ethereal abyss, warping nearby enemies with a focus liminal tear. And Salai, the Lion of Light. The warmth of light courses through you as you send foes screaming into darkness. Dude, the elemental swords are so badass. Like, I can't wait to play this map on Thursday. I've been nerding out so much on zombies recently, especially because for me right now, I'm kind of finishing up the multiplayer mastery grind and I'm going to zombies next. So I'm gonna be doing a ton of zombie stuff. I can't wait. The main quest for Citadel will be live the second the map launches on December 5th. And if you complete the main quest successfully, you get the Jackknife Operator skin for Weaver, 5,000 XP, a unique calling card that you can only get by completing the quest before directed mode is released, and it seems like that's it. I kind of wish that they'd be doing more than just the whole like unique calling card. I already got those for both Liberty Falls and Terminus, and I gotta say, it's like watching someone lift a 1-pound dumbbell. Like, yeah, you're flexing, but not really. I would imagine that these unique calling cards are probably going to be the only reward for completing the Easter eggs early going forward, just to set the expectation, but I do wish that Treyarch would do more for people who complete the main quest before directed mode is out. But the new perk that's coming to Black Ops 6 Zombies is Vulture Aid, which is really dope. It hasn't been available in a main Call of Duty Zombies map since Black Ops 2, that's just ridiculous. If you get this perk, you'll get a variety of loot dropped from the enemies that you kill. You can get additional essence, you can get small ammo drops as well, but there's also going to be augments for Vulture Aid, which can also enhance it. It's gonna have its own perk machine on Citadel, but it will also be available on Liberty Falls and Terminus if you go to the Der Wonderfizz machine. For its major augment upgrades, we have Fetid Upgrade. On death, zombies have a chance to create a gas cloud that charges your field upgrade. We also have Smell of Death. On death, zombies have a chance to create a gas cloud that conceals you while standing in it. And then we also have Parting Gift. Vulture Aid ammo drops give more ammo to wonder weapons. And then for the minor augments, we have Condor's Reach, auto pick up loot from farther away. We have Carry On Luggage. Critical kills have a chance to drop extra salvage. That one's pretty sick. And then lastly, we have Picky Eater. On death, zombies have a higher chance of dropping your current equipment. That's a pretty nice one too. There's also gonna be a new ammo mod coming to zombies called Light Mend, but this is only gonna be available when you unlock it from the Merry Mayhem event. But thankfully, this event is running from December 5th to the 19th, so it's gonna be available at the start of Season 1 Reloaded. It's just gonna take some time to unlock. Bullets will be dealing light elemental damage, and each bullet has a chance to transform a normal or special enemy's health into a healing glyph that moves to nearby injured allies. Lightment is going to be available on all 3 zombies maps, and it's more geared towards being able to heal you or your teammates if you're playing with friends. For the major augments, we have Antibiotic. The healing glyph now damages enemies that touch it, but its lifetime is reduced. We have Big Game, which is going to be able to activate on elite enemies as well. And then we have Dual Action. Consuming a healing glyph will temporarily allow you to heal faster. And then for the minor augments, we have Longer Life. The healing glyph's lifetime is increased. We have Extra Strength. The healing glyph replenishes more health when consumed. And then we have Express Remedy, increase the range that the glyph will move to an ally. Next up, we have the return of the Tesla Storm field upgrade, which is also going to be part of the Merry Mayhem events for unlocking. For 10 seconds, lightning connects to other players, stunning and damaging normal enemies. Again, you can use this field upgrade on all of the zombies maps as well. For major augments, we have Transformer. The field upgrade's damage is increased by the number of allies that are connected, so it's going to be more useful if you're playing as a 4-man squad. We also have Shockwave. On activation, you can stun and damage all nearby enemies. And then we have Static Discharge. On activation, create a lethal surge of electricity around you. And then for the minor augments, we have Power Grid. Increase the range the electric tether can connect to allies. Then we also have Overclocked. Your movement speed is increased during Tesla Storm. And then lastly, we have Lithium Charged. Increase the Tesla Storm duration. There's also going to be new Gobblegums coming to zombies as well. We're going to have a rare Gobblegum called Power Keg, which spawns a full power-up. There's going to be an Ultra Gobblegum called Timeout. It lasts 3 minutes. It will clear all normal and special enemies and end the round. Normal spawning will not resume during this time, which basically allows you to just, you know, go make a sandwich, use the bathroom if you have to. You get 3 minutes. You don't have to use your save and quit timer either. It's definitely a pretty interesting Gobblegum, and I think it's really unique that they're putting this into the game. And then lastly, we have a whimsical Gobblegum called Holiday Cheer. Zombies will have festive decorations. This one's just for fun. The zombies are going to have all kinds of decorations on them and stuff. Should be pretty neat. In order to unlock the new Gobblegums, Power Cake can be unlocked as part of the upcoming Gobblegum Mania event, as well as the Timeout Gobblegum. But for the Holiday Cheer Gobblegum, they're saying that it's primarily unlocked in the Jingle Hells LTM, but you can also potentially earn this whenever you're just playing zombies as well. It can also be unlocked randomly from a successful exfil. And once you get one, they can be kept, they don't expire, and they can be used on any 3 of the maps, and you can still earn them after the holiday season too if you want to. On top of that as well, the Hand Cannon Score Streak will be coming into zombies as well, so that's gonna be pretty sick. And this is a pretty big one here as well. They're gonna be having a zombies training course, which is gonna be available at the launch of Season 1 Reloaded. They're saying with a host of weapon camos, badges, calling cards, and other rewards to earn, it's well worth jumping into round-based zombies if you haven't already. Now, that's not specific to the training course. They're just saying that you can do all this stuff in zombies. And it kind of feels like having a zombies training course is their way of trying to get people's foot in the door and to get them playing zombies for the first time. And that's on top of adding directed mode, which is already super casual, and it makes playing zombies just way more accessible for casual players. But they say here, coming in Season 1 at Reloaded launch, the zombies training course allows you to learn the basics if you're a new or casual player, or refresh your knowledge if you're a more seasoned player. They're going to teach you how to kill zombies and get resources, which, I mean, I'm trying not to judge, but they also have map progression. They're gonna teach you how to navigate the world and progress the rounds. They're also gonna teach you how to survive by using perks and using the armor system in the game. They're also going to teach you how to increase the lethality of your weapon upgrades, most likely by showing you how to use the arsenal machine as well as how to pack a punch. They're gonna show you how you can get new weapons on the map, whether that's through the wall buys or the mystery box. They're gonna teach you how to use Gobblegums, which I feel like I need because honestly, I just don't really utilize Gobblegums when I'm playing zombies. And then lastly, they're gonna teach you how to exfil and how to exit a match. And I know a lot of this stuff seems super basic and very straightforward, especially for people who have been playing zombies ever since the launch of Black Ops 6 and even before that. But I do think it's really important to keep in mind that every time a new Call of Duty game comes out, there are going to be brand new players who are playing Call of Duty for the very first time. And I do feel like having things like the training course and directed mode are very helpful for helping out new players or even just casual players have an easier time getting into the game. Now, as far as it goes for directed mode for Citadel, they're saying once the map has been thoroughly explored by players and the zombies community, expect to complete the Citadel main quest with added guidance and directed mode prior to the start of Season 2. I would imagine that directed mode for Citadel is probably going to be coming out roughly a month after the map is released, but it could be sooner, it could be later. We'll just have to wait and see what Treyarch decides to do. But Zombies actually is going to be getting an LTM called Jingle Hells, and I think it's coming later in Season 1 Reloaded. They're bringing back this event from Black Ops Cold War, and they're basically turning Liberty Falls into a holiday-themed version of the map, as well as completely transforming transforming the enemy types, and honestly, I love all the designs here. They look really good. In this LTM, the mystery box, crafting tables, and arsenal machines are missing, and they're not going to be available to use in this LTM. And you can complete the main quest, but you're not going to have access to the arsenal or the crafting tables, so it's going to be a lot more difficult. And they do mention here that if you complete the main quest, you're still just going to get the standard rewards for completing it. I'm pretty sure Santa Claus is going to be on the map based off of this sentence that they put right here, or possibly something else. I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. They're saying that playing this LTM is the best way to earn the holiday cheer gobblegum. You can gather up 5 snowballs from different piles in the map, and then you can use them to throw it at the zombies. They're going to have naughty or nice power-ups, which is either going to give you some kind of present or it's going to spawn vermins. There's going to be snowmen on the map, and they can either hide zombies or loot if you just leave them intact. There's going to be present boxes, and it says that zombies may drop a small present box, which could be opened for a gift that keeps on giving. Instead of Sam trials, they're going to have Samta trials. They're going to have a more festive appearance, and there's also going to be a few present boxes spawning nearby the machine when entering the map. And then lastly, there's going to be frozen rounds. It says there's strange fog in the air, and during certain rounds, you'll be chilled to the bone, slowing your reactions considerably. Maybe it's time to head indoors. And then lastly, there's going to be some gameplay updates for zombies, which is going to be pretty interesting. Treyarch is reducing the number of mangler spawns at mid to high rounds. They're implementing a maximum cap on active manglers in the game, ramping up until the cap is released at round 100, and they're also reducing the mangler's arm cannon health. So overall, the manglers are getting a massive nerf. There's been all kinds of memes about how many manglers there are in Black Ops 6, so it's interesting to see that they're finally making some gameplay changes surrounding that. They also mention here that they're significantly reducing the length of special rounds by reducing the number of spawns and adjusting the spawn delay rate for special rounds. They're scaling parasite damage between rounds 31 to 91. I don't know if they mean that they're scaling down or scaling up, but they also said that they're slightly increasing damage scaling for base zombies at rounds 150 to 400. And overall, these are some pretty massive gameplay changes to zombies, and I'm curious to know what you guys think about these in the comments. But guys, this is the big one because this is all of the general content that's coming to multiplayer zombies and Warzone as well. Starting off with the brand new shotgun coming to the game, the Maelstrom. It's going to be an event reward by completing the Merry Mayhem event. Next up, we have the AMR Mod 4 Sniper, which is going to be unlocked by completing Archie's Festival Frenzy. We also have a brand new melee weapon called the Cleaver, which is going to be an event reward as well. And then the 3-round burst mod conversion is going to be an in-season reward for the XM4, as well as the 3-round burst mod conversion kits for the Compact 92 SMG. Now, I've already covered the weapons in greater detail in previous videos, which is why I don't want to spend too much time talking about that, but I do want to talk about the events coming to Season 1 Reloaded, because this is going to explain to you guys how you can unlock these weapons. And as you can see here, we basically have 3 main events. We have Gobblegum Mania, we have Merry Mayhem, and then Archie's Festival Frenzy. So the first event is Gobblegum Mania. This is only available in zombies, and it's going to be going from December 5th to the 19th. And simultaneously, we're going to have the Merry Mayhem event, which is available in all 3 modes, and that's also going from the 5th to the 19th. And this is a nice little attention to detail in the patch notes, but they're also letting us know which LTMs for all the different modes will be available as this event is going on. So that's going to be Rand Snack for multiplayer, it's going to be Jingle Hell's Liberty Falls in season for zombies, and then Holiday Rush in Warzone starting on December 5th. And then for our last event, we have Archie's Festival Frenzy. This is for all 3 modes, and this one's going to be going from December 19th to January 3rd. Rand Snack will be available in multiplayer, Jingle Hells will be available for zombies, and then Sleigh Ride Resurgence is going to be available in Warzone. Now for Gobblegum Mania, basically you just have to consume gobblegums in Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's how you progress the event. It says chewing gobblegums progresses both personal goals and community goals. So this is going to be pretty similar to the existing event we have right now, the hit list event, where you have personal goals that you have to complete yourself, but then the entire community has to complete an overall community goal. It kind of seems like you'll actually unlock the gobblegums themselves by completing the community goals. That's what it really seems like here. We're not able to completely see the full breakdown of the community unlocks and stuff, but it does kind of seem like it's going to take a bit because it's going to require millions of gobblegums to be used throughout the event. But next up, we have the Merry Mayhem events for all 3 modes, and the big reward from all of this is the new Maelstrom shotgun. And overall, this event is looking a lot like the events we had in Modern Warfare 3, where you simply just have to earn XP in order to get all of the rewards unlocked. And there's going to be a ton of rewards for doing this one. You can get an emblem, you can get a loading screen, a calling card. This is how you're going to unlock the Lightmend ammo mod for zombies, as well as getting a double weapon XP token. This is also how you're going to unlock the Tesla Storm field upgrade for zombies, as well as getting a 30-minute double XP token. There's a large decal, there is a weapon charm that you can get. This is how you're going to unlock the Shrapnel radar perk for multiplayer only. You can also get a 30-minute double battle pass XP token. It says that there's a scour drill weapon blueprint, but only for people who have the Blackcell battle pass, as well as the 3-round burst mod attachment for the XM4. And once you've unlocked all of the event rewards, you get the mastery reward, which is the Maelstrom shotgun. And interestingly enough, they're saying as part of this overall event, the following LTM modes also arrive, and they're a great way to earn the event rewards. Now, I'm not sure if they're implying saying that these modes specifically will have increased XP earn rates, but we're gonna have to talk about that later because there is a pretty significant change coming to Black Ops 6 that will drastically change how you earn XP. But before we dive into that, we need to talk about the next event, which is Archie's Festival Frenzy, which is coming later into the game from the 19th of December to January 3rd. And the mastery reward for finishing the event is the AMR mod for Sniper. Now, we did have events like this in Modern Warfare 3 as well, and they're not my favorites, and I feel like this one is gonna take quite a bit of time to unlock. So the way that this type of event works is it says you have to collect Jolly Archies. Get into the holiday spirit and collect Jolly Archies through eliminations and opening supply caches. You'll open the event's exclusive rewards by accumulating enough Jolly Archies and exchanging them, and when you open 12 of the rewards, you will get access to the new Sniper. It says there are 12 redacted different event rewards, all wrapped up and ready for you to open, plus Blackcell owners can obtain an extra present. These Blackcell only gifts are available once you obtain the Blackcell, and they're retroactively awarded as necessary if you decide to purchase Blackcell after unlocking the item. And again, they're saying as part of the overall events, the LTMs are a great way to earn the event reward. So again, I don't know if they're implying that the LTMs are better for completing the events, but it could be the case. I will say I think it's pretty interesting how they've decided to, quote, wrap the gifts so we can't see exactly what this is going to be. But on top of that as well, there's going to be a Squid Game event at some point in Black Ops 6. It's going to be available in multiplayer zombies and Warzone, but the date for the event itself is redacted. We don't know exactly when it's going to start. The only information they're sharing is right here. It says Squid Game gets the green light to come to Black Ops 6. Look for limited time modes in multiplayer zombies and Call of Duty Warzone in season. Get your numbers up and drop in. More information coming soon. So they are definitely keeping this thing super under wraps. But what is nice so far is that it doesn't sound like it's just going to be a collab where they sell skins. And overall, I'm really hoping that this is like a big event. Like I'm hoping that it's something really cool, but we'll have to wait and see what they actually decide to do with this event. But guys, this is where things get kind of gross because we have this new thing coming to the game called the Blackcell loyalty bonus. It says your Blackcell offering continues to get better and better. Now, I thought that was already the case by them giving us extra rewards in the event by having the Blackcell, but it turns out that it's going to be changing something pretty huge in the game. They're going to be offering a loyalty bonus for people who basically just keep buying the Blackcells, specifically player and weapon XP boosts. It says, as players progress through the seasons of Black Ops 6 content, Blackcell owners are set to receive some exceptional additional benefits. In addition to unique rewards during specific events, which we already outlined, expect to receive an additional 10% player and weapon XP boost for each additional seasonal Blackcell purchase you make after the first one. The first 10% initial boost will start once you obtain 2 Blackcell seasons. These Blackcell loyalty bonus boosts are added in the next and subsequent seasons and will stack in addition to other XP boosts like the Black Ops 6 ownership boost, double XP events, and double XP tokens. The maximum Blackcell loyalty bonus boost is 50% for Black Ops 6 seasons only, and this bonus will conclude after the final season of Black Ops 6 ends. And they have this example photo showing how this loyalty bonus will work. So if you purchased Blackcell once in season 1, you can see that there is no XP stacking happening at all. In the second example, they show if you purchased the Blackcell for season 1 and 2, and then randomly later in season 5, and as you can see, if you bought those first two for season 1 and 2, you get a 10% boost up until season 5 when you bought that Blackcell Battle Pass, where it will increase to 20% for the rest of the game. And then for the final example, they show you what your XP gains would be looking like if you buy every single Blackcell for every season. And as you can see, you get an incremental increase of XP boosting for both player XP and weapon XP as the seasons go on. Now, I'm not sure how you guys feel about this because I saw some people saying that this is very pay to win. I'm not exactly sure how people are making that connection to saying that this is pay to win because you can level up just by playing the game. You can rank up your weapons just by playing the game. This whole Blackcell loyalty bonus thing actually just makes buying the Blackcell more worth it because I gotta be honest, for the current state of the Blackcell battle passes in Black Ops 6 and even just like the recent games, it's kind of pointless. Really, all you're getting by buying the Blackcell is having a better head start in the battle pass as far as goes for like where you decide to start. You get a bunch of duplicate weapon blueprints and operator skins that really aren't that great, and you get some tier skips, and that's it. And honestly, I really don't feel like it's ever worth the money unless you're a content creator because it just lets you get access to those items faster so you can start streaming or recording and making content on it sooner. But if you're just a regular player, the Blackcell really is just not all that great. And it kind of seems like they're acknowledging that by giving people a loyalty bonus for continuing to buy them, because otherwise, if you're just someone who casually plays Call of Duty, you don't necessarily need to spend money on this, which is why I'm kind of confused that people say that it's pay to win. I don't think by buying Blackcell after Blackcell after Blackcell Battle Pass, you're gonna somehow get better at the game, or that it's gonna like give you some kind of massive advantage. I'm not really seeing that connection there, but I do feel like this is more or less for people who would rather spend money on the game and rank up faster instead of having to not spend money on the game and rank up at a slower pace. That's really all I'm seeing here. And honestly, from my perspective, since I make content, it makes sense for me to get the Blackcell and buy stuff like this. However, if I was just doing this casually and if I just played the game for fun, I wouldn't really see a point in buying this, especially because the best items, the things that you actually want from the battle pass, are the new guns, and you can just get those for free. But where this does get a little bit more controversial is the fact that there's been a lot of information going around recently about XP earn rates in Black Ops 6 and how it truly works. I've briefly talked about this ever since Treyarch publicly had announced in the patch notes that they were nerfing XP rates in face-off mosh pit specifically. But recently I saw a video from Exclusive Ace where he was breaking down how XP works in Black Ops 6's multiplayer specifically. And in a nutshell, it's kind of crazy how they've decided to change XP values because it's apparently based off of the size of the map that you're playing. I would highly recommend checking out his video if you haven't seen it already. I'll put a link in the description. But as you can see in Domination, this is the amount of XP that you would get per elimination based off of the map that you're playing on. And as you can see on Stakeout, you only get 35 XP per elimination if you're playing that. And on Nuketown, you only get 70 XP per elimination. Whereas if you're playing on other maps, you either get what I would call the base XP rate of 100 XP per elimination, or if you're playing on a slightly larger map like Skyline or Lowtown, you'll actually get an increase of XP. And I feel like something like that is an even bigger deal than this whole Blackcell loyalty bonus thing, because at least here, they're straight up just saying, hey, if you keep buying Blackcells, we're gonna give you more XP as you play. Whereas on the flip side of things, they're straight up not telling us how much XP we're getting depending on the maps that we're playing, which I think is pretty bullshit. And I really do feel like they need to be way more transparent about how we're actually earning XP in multiplayer specifically, because right now I feel like that whole situation is really disastrous, and I feel like Ace did a really good job breaking it down and also providing some good solutions. So we're gonna move on because I feel like I can't cover it as well. I just gotta be honest. But speaking of things to spend money on, we have some more skins coming to the game, and this one is actually a massive throwback to the Tactical Unicorn skin from Black Ops 4. This one is Tracer Pack Brightmare. It's a Mastercraft Ultra skin, and I'm probably gonna end up getting this one. I loved the Tactical Unicorn skin for the GKS back there on Black Ops 4, and I'll probably end up picking up this bundle too. It's just such a wacky skin, man. I can't help myself. I've got a problem. Which, speaking of which, we also have Dank Days. We have this chameleon skin with what looks like basically a bong variant of, I think, the KSV SMG. Yeah, it says it right there. So yeah, FaZe Boost might have to actually play this game. We also have more anime skins coming to the game. We have Otaku We Got You Mastercraft. I don't personally think I'll be getting this skin, but I know that a lot of people will probably be buying it, and it's gonna frustrate a lot of people, so that's gonna be fun. But dude, I swear, zombies be getting the best kinds of like bundles from the store, because we have a Dead Ops Arcade Mama's Back Reactive bundle coming. And what's interesting about this bundle is they're kind of like being elusive here. They're not completely showing us the full skin, but it's gonna have an 8-bit style Mother Clucker blueprint for the Brecci. I mean, that's just hilarious, dude. It's gonna have a blueprint for the Thrustodine Wonder Weapon. It's gonna be called Propulsion. There's also gonna be a Monkey Bomb skin. Wait, am I tripping though? It doesn't really mention anything about the operator skin though. Maybe it doesn't actually have an operator skin? I don't know. It's not mentioning any details about that here. But they're also showing us some other skins from upcoming bundles for Black Ops 6 as well. There is going to be another ray gun weapon blueprints, and there's also going to be a rave-worthy baseball bat Mastercrafts coming, and more. So there's gonna be all kinds of skins, all kinds of bundles. Again, you don't have to buy this stuff, but you can buy it if you want. But if you don't like spending money on anything Black Ops 6 related, guess what? There's gonna be a free trial for multiplayer and zombies. You don't have to spend a single dime, and you can play the game for free starting on December 13th up until December 20th. You'll be able to play all of the new maps. You can play prop hunts, you can play these different game modes and stuff, and you'll be able to play zombies. You can play Liberty Falls and Terminus on both standard and directed mode. I don't know if you'll have access to Citadelle, but just based off of this image, this is what you'll be able to play for free. And that's basically it for Season 1 Reloaded, and overall, I would say it is looking pretty good. It is kind of hard to say if this content's gonna be able to last us until Season 2. I do hope that it does. But overall, I think I'm most excited to play the new Zombies map Citadelle, and also check out that Squid Game event when it's out. I really do hope that it's a good one. I do think that the Blackcell loyalty bonus thing could be kind of controversial, but at the same time, you don't have to buy it. No one's gonna force you to buy the Blackcell. They're just trying to incentivize us to purchase it by giving even more bonuses, which ultimately just makes the Blackcell more valuable and more useful. But again, from my perspective, I really think it's only actually helpful for content creators, and if you're someone who just casually plays the game, I still feel like you're not really getting that much for how expensive the Blackcell actually is, but that's just my opinion. But either way, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me cover all the latest news about Black Ops 6 Season 1 Reloaded. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see all of that new stuff when it comes out, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.
I've come. Train go.